Good morning, everyone. Elizabeth Labat here to tell you more about the Ultimate Reset. 21 days. Um, I am now officially on day one. Um, very, very tricky for the most part. Um, it's been a interesting journey. For the first day, I've had a lot of issues with not so much eating a lot, just more so the times that I actually am forced to eat. Um, for me, I've always been kind of a snacking person. I don't want to say my food habits were totally emotionally driven, but it's definitely been an eye-opener to see that, we really don't need to be eating as much as we do. I think a lot of us take for granted the fact that, we have such access to food, and the quality and the different varieties of food that we often make, the first choice that seems the easiest and most convenient. For me, I'm used to cooking, but definitely being in the kitchen as much as I have been today, has been a challenge in a sense. I feel like I spend most of my time in the kitchen. So, it's good in that sense because I'm learning something new. I'm, ultimately learning how to, make better foods, eat better, and just overall, one of the things I actually learned was how to make dressings without buying them at the store. So, for me, that's been an eye-opener because it's like, hey, okay, a little bit of, extra virgin olive oil and a little bit of red wine vinegar. So it's been definitely an eye-opener. I know Ryan's not having an easy time doing this. He's also cut out nicotine. He normally dips. He cut that out for 21 days. One of the things he said to me is that they're teasing him at work. So I feel his pain because he's got, the food to deal with, the emotional side of food kind of thing, and how his habits are, plus the nicotine. So, I really feel for him, and that's part of the reason why I'm doing this with him. The other thing I do want to bring up is that, it's easier when you do things, especially when you're married or you're a couple and you're living together. It definitely makes the ride a lot easier because you're not fighting off as many people, to tell them what you're doing, and, you have that accountability. So, for Ryan and I, it's very flat out and simple. There's no temptation in the house for us. It's not like he's doing the reset and I'm going to the store and buying, chips and ice cream and soda. So, for that reason, this is definitely something I want to recommend that, you do together, because I feel like it really brings a couple together as far as, how they stand and, how they support each other through the tough times as well as, the good times. But, I'm sure some of you have heard that, any habit, that you're trying to break, even if it's smoking, alcohol, you always need a support system. So I'm just very excited and happy that Ryan and I can do this together, to better ourselves and to create a better lifestyle. So, day one, it was fairly interesting. I must say, I did enjoy the salads like I usually do. Eggs and toast, always great. Spinach I'm not real big fan of, but you know, I managed mixing it in with my eggs and just kind of ignoring the fact that it was even there. The salmon was really good, actually. I enjoyed that. And one of the other things that we've been trying to do also is get my daughter involved. Now, my daughter's only a year old, but you know, I have this philosophy that goes something like, if you're gonna, you know, talk the talk, walk the walk. So pretty much, you know, I want my daughter to be healthy. I want her to develop healthy eating habits. You know, part of the reason why I don't give my daughter juice, and you know, I get a lot of people that look at me like, she needs juice. I'm like, no, she doesn't. I was like, you know, before juice ever came into the picture years ago, you know, people drank water. You know, there was no, you know, sugar this and sugar that. So, you know, I've got it down now to a point where, you know, my daughter drinks milk because it's still, you know, necessary and she needs it because she's still growing. But ultimately, she's gotten now to a preference where she says, Mommy, water. So I'm very happy about that. Definitely trying to get her more into vegetables and fruits, new vegetables, you know, new ways of eating, and just try to get her on board so, you know, she can see us eating healthy foods and, you know, she'll want to eat it. So, ultimately, day one, I believe, is the hardest so far, just because, you know, you're going into something new. There's no turning back, especially since I have Ryan with me for the ride. So, you know, it's pretty much from here on out, it's, you know, I hope it's going to be good, and, you know, I'm just looking forward to what the next 20 days bring now that we're officially done day one. But thanks for watching, everyone, and check back tomorrow for day 2.